Alrighty, everyone, welcome to part 6, the final part of DSP versus the internet for episode 51, February 11th, 2024. People were like, hey, could you hit shuffle on the playlist again? And we watched some more different videos in a different order. I said, okay, and this is what came up. So this is what we're going to watch next. Are you ready for this? Alright, here we go. This looks great. I don't know what Caramella Girls is. I'm assuming it's an anime. Oh, this is great. I always wanted to see this. This is your fault for making me hit reset. This is totally your fault. We could have kept playing in the same order, but now we have to watch this. Again, this is anime, right? It must be. Oh, look. Pineapple under the sea. You guys want me to keep going? And this is what you wanted. You asked for this. Shuffle, they said. Shuffle, they said. Reorganize the order, they said. And now a lot of people are very, very much regretting that decision. Roston Floor Warden says, I am enjoying it. Reminds me of Alan Wake 2. Wow, you must have been playing a different game than I did. Wow. Song is good, video is awful. Well, you asked for it. Again, I think this is anime, and he's covering it, right? Caramella Girls, never heard of it. Don't know. All right, I think we'll go to the next then. Okay. Oh no! Wow, no. Well, at least it's only a minute long. What is he doing? Why is he posing like this?
I said I left my baby girl a message. Said I won't be coming home. I'd rather be alone. She doesn't fully understand. And I'd rather leave than to cheat.
Was this actually intentionally put on YouTube, or did someone like find this and just put this up without his permission? This is 8 years old, by the way. Right? I want. Oh Lord.
She give me some time. I could be the man she wants. Adolescent inside of me. Been together since our teenage years. I really don't mean to hurt her, but I need some time to be alone. But when you love someone, you just don't treat them.
Okay, let's go to the next video.
Whoa, whoa. I've been getting so much dough. I don't even really know. Come with the 4x4. And you already know you gotta go. And you already know I'm gonna go. Let's go to Mario. And Mario. How to hit a high ho.
How to hit a high ho.
I be getting the beats. I be getting the freaks. I be getting the sheets. But I ain't no KKK. Oh, KKKK.
What?
We coming with hay. We coming to spray.
What?
They're gonna go quack. It go. Bitch, you better move. Bitch, pussy wet like a sewer.
He did a Donald Duck.
Shit like manure. And over the coming in whore. Coming in sewer.
Wow. I guess it was just supposed to be like the worst rap ever,
Hey guys,
right?
Today I'm going to be reviewing this game I got from GameStop. It was in the used bin. It has like a little bite mark. I guess someone got hungry, but it's okay. Because I like this game. It's GTA San Andreas for the Xbox. I know, it's so cool. I'm going to be reviewing it. I'd give this a good 8 out of 10 because I got to kill hookers and that's like my favorite activity ever. And oh yeah, here's the inside. It didn't come with a manual. It was only $9, so it's okay. I think that's Fat Smoke right there. And
she said, I think that's Fat Smoke. Fat Smoke. Wow. How
back.
insulting.
It's really cool. I'd say it was a pretty good game.
Whoa! What happened?
What?
That was a video effect, obviously. A terrible video effect.
Hello? Okay. Well,
Looks like she was doing some fat smokes before she did this video.
That game was good. I haven't played it all the way through yet, but so far I've been killing a lot of hookers, and that's pretty fun. I like how it's like a video game that I can kill hookers in, so that I can stop getting arrested for doing it in real life. Because
like she's not even looking at the camera. She's looking to the
sorry,
side of
I'm
the camera.
Nervous, but I mean, killing hookers in real life is fun, but like when you get arrested for it, that goes like a record. That's like sad. I hope they make a GTA San Andreas 2. I think that'd be pretty fun.
Hey guys, sorry for the technical difficulties. Anyways, that was about all I had to say about the game. Rate this video 5 stars, subscribe, and send this video to 5 friends if you don't want me to take your family away.
Wow, it had like, that was like a chain letter ending. Send this video to 5 friends. They used to send those chain letters. You have received the haunted email, and if you don't send this to 5 people, this ghost in the email will come kill you or something. It's like, what are you, stupid? And people would do it. I would get those emails all the time. Like, why the fuck did you send this to me? That's old school shit. People don't do that anymore, though. Joe Rogan, while obese people can't lose weight. See, I'd like to watch this, but sadly, Joe Rogan gets claimed a lot on YouTube. So I don't know how much of this we'd be able to watch. Maybe we'll watch a tiny bit.
I mean, I have friends that are pretty overweight, and one that died pretty recently who was really big. And he just had this feeling when he would meet people. I mean, he talked about it a little bit. He was just obese. You know, it was just this thing where you're just, oh, look at this enormous fat guy. And then to go from that to, oh, there's a guy. There's a normal guy.
Yeah.
That's just a guy. It's a 168-pound guy. Normal. No difference between him and anybody else.
I gotta tell you, I know we love to beat up on fat people. We love to turn it into a character defect. But I gotta tell you, virtually every fat person that I know or that I've taken care of, they are not disproportionately eating more than their peers. In some cases, yes, but not on balance. The problem is that they simply do everything incorrectly metabolically. You know,
so their body is functioning incorrectly.
Yeah, and it's you know,
and it's
I think there's a
exacerbated by
genetic
their diet.
component. I think there are dietary exacerbations. I think certainly not exercising makes things worse. So there are lots of predisposing.
I don't know about what he's saying. Like, some people for sure have medical issues that cause them to be heavier, for sure. But like, for example, it's funny because people say to me, how did you lose weight? And I'm like, well, it's very simple. Here's what I did. I don't drink anything with like sugar in it anymore. I used to constantly be drinking coffee with cream and sugar. I used to have energy drinks that had sugar, soda with sugar. It's gone. Don't drink that at all. You don't need that. It's completely empty calories that adds on to your body, right? With my other meals, I don't just eat things with heavy cheese and cream and butter every day. You can have that as you're balancing with other things. For example, today, we're going to have a Japanese curry for dinner. I smell it. My wife's making it. It's baby carrots, yellow potatoes, lean pork, and a curry sauce over white rice. It's absolutely delicious, but it's super healthy for you. So you alternate those kind of things with other things you like the flavor of. You don't snack, meaning you're not going to be eating chips and cakes and pastries and candy. You just don't do that. You don't even have those things in the house. And when all those temptations are removed, and by the way, I don't know why I'm hearing cops driving around my neighborhood. It's very annoying. When you remove those things from your life and there's no temptations, basically it doesn't, you don't crave that stuff anymore. Like, I used to be a chocoholic. I would crave chocolate all the time. Now we've had chocolate in the house for 3 months and it's still here. We haven't even finished it yet because I don't eat so much of it. I mean, once a day I'll have 1-2 pieces of chocolate if I feel like it during the day, these tiny little nuggets or whatever. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Exercise, absolutely exercise is essential. Personally, I don't really regularly exercise, but I mean, that's how I went from being 230, 240 pounds down to like 195 like I am now. Now, did I just describe anything crazy? No. It's just change your lifestyle. The people who are staying morbidly obese likely have a lifestyle where they have integrated obsessive eating or eating completely the wrong things, and also drinking. Instead of drinking seltzer water all day, they're drinking soda, right? They're doing the things that are terrible. That's what they have to change those habits. What he's saying is the obese people, they don't eat a lot more. Well, maybe they don't eat a lot more, but maybe they're just eating completely the wrong things. If you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is eat something full of grease and cheese, and then you snack all day, and then for lunch you have a giant sandwich loaded with meat and cheese and condiments, and then for dinner you have something fried, right? If you find yourself eating fast food 2 to 3 times a week or more, that's awful. Fast food's supposed to be once in a blue moon you eat a fast food, and then you're all right. But that's what I mean. Like, these people, this is now their life routine, and they can't get out of it, right? So you need to make better choices. You need to not have things in the area that tempt you, and you basically need a support system to keep it in line, so that if you start to slip, someone says, "Oh, wait a minute, no, I need to stop you from doing that because that's the bad behavior," right? So I don't know if I agree with what he's saying here. He's saying, "Oh, they don't even eat much more than others." Nah, there are people with medical conditions, they can't help it. You know, there's all kinds of things that could happen that make your body, not able to have that metabolism like other people have. But I don't think that's the vast majority of Americans. Americans are just really doing the wrong things.
Factors, but at the end of the day, what's happening is when you and I eat, like let's take a meal that like if you had pancakes, bacon, and scrambled eggs, that would be like a really good mix of, that'd be a third carbs, a third protein, a third fat. So that's like a shit ton of nutrient, right? If you or I ate that, yeah, it probably wouldn't be that good for us. But like let's say we just finished a workout or something, like we're going to partition such that glycogen will first and foremost go to replace the muscle and liver stores of glycogen. Because we have bigger muscles and our muscles are more insulin sensitive, we can actually disproportionately put more glycogen into our muscles, into the leg muscles, because you'll have done that run up the hills, right? And then furthermore, when we want to recruit energy again, we'll have the ability to actually go back and get fat, in other words, break down fat at lower ATP demands than necessarily always going to glycogen. So in other words, we partition fuel in a smarter way. And these patients, I mean, you can measure this clinically using something called RER, and of course doing other...
He's using insane technical jargon, and all he has to say is when you're all obese, your body doesn't need more fat, sugar, and things, and can't use it as effectively because you already have a stockpile of it. If you're an active person, your body can use energy more efficiently. So he's right. If you're an active person, you eat the pancakes, the sausage, and the eggs, you're going to use it and not immediately have it go to fat because you're burning it because you need it and you're replenishing the things that you burn. If you're a person who just sits around all day because you're already obese and then you eat the pancakes, sausage, and eggs, it just goes right more to storing excess fat again. So that's all I had to say. He doesn't have to say, "Oh, the glycogen and this and that." No one knows what the fuck he's saying. All he had to do, he's used layman's terms. I understand exactly what he's saying, but he should have said it in layman's terms if he's on the show. It sounds like he's trying to sound super smart by using all the technical jargon when you don't need to use it. I mean, we're not in a fucking science lab now. You're not a nutritionist teaching your students how to do this.
Their blood tests, like they can't break down their own fat.
So their body is essentially broken in that regard. And
yeah, exactly right. They don't, because their body doesn't need what they're putting into it anymore. So it doesn't break down fat anymore. It just keeps storing more. Yeah, that makes sense.
Can be fixed with diet.
It's a hard problem because the way I explain it to people is, and clinically I'm not interested in weight loss, right? I mean, that's just not, I'm much more interested in longevity. And yes, sometimes weight loss comes with that, but if I ever get stuck doing, weight loss, like I'm doing the wrong thing for my interest. But the way I say to people when they want to lose weight is, look, you don't want to lose weight, you want to lose fat. Let's be very clear on our semantics.
That's true too. You know, if you have good weight, it doesn't matter how heavy you are. If it's muscle mass, then you don't care. What you care is that you don't want fat. He's right there.
Weight is irrelevant. right? Unless you're a cyclist or some athlete for whom the actual scale means something. But for people like us, it's you want to lose fat, not weight. And then when you say you want to lose fat, what does that mean in English? Well, do you want fewer fat cells or do you want each fat cell to be smaller? Those are totally different questions. If you want fewer fat cells, have liposuction. But we know that that doesn't fix you metabolically. So if you want if you want to be less fat, you have to have smaller fat cells. Now, a fat cell conceptually has 2 inputs and 1 output. So now I say let's...
What is he... Dude, why are you talking like this? In order to answer the question, I need to talk for 15 minutes and tell you all the scientific explanation behind it, or I could have just answered the question in like 1 sentence. What is he... Dude, I need 2 inputs, 1 output for my fucking fat cells. What do you... I think this guy thinks he's a doctor. Like, he's a teacher. Excuse me. He thinks he's a teacher. And he's here to educate everyone out there about the science of everything. Just answer the goddamn question. Why obese people can't lose weight. All right? There's many different reasons. But it's because once you get to the level of being chronically obese or morbidly obese, your body isn't equipped to do it right anymore. Like, even if you start to try to eat healthy and exercise, your body's fighting you because your body's so used to not knowing to do the right thing that it doesn't go back to doing the right thing anymore. There, I answered it in 2 sentences. I didn't need to hear your fucking 2 inputs, 1 output explanation. It was stupid.
Oh, and as
Ever
a
bang
company,
ugly chicks just because you feel
absolutely,
bad? You do.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is totally going to get claimed. This is Howard Stern, and this is before he didn't have anything online back in the day. He had this Howard TV, which was actually a exclusive subscription you had to have to your cable company, and basically he got so angry because people would clip that illegally and put it on YouTube, and he would rant about it on his show. I'm telling you, we cannot watch this. There's no way. This will get absolutely copywritten out of the ass because of the way that they dealt with their stuff on YouTube, so I can't even watch this one. I remember this clip, though. The clip was, this is young John Cena. This is not modern John Cena. This is like mid-2000s John Cena admitting that, like, he slept with a plus-size woman and he liked it. And they were like, oh, it's so controversial.
Man, this hella wild. Oh, damn. On the balls.
What the hell is going on?
Live action. This wild, bro. Damn, bro. It's on this bitch, bro. Bro, this crazy. Bro, this crazy, bro. Bro, this wow. She hanging on to this.
Oh, he hit him.
Damn, man. My up, man.
He hit him.
Yeah, new car. On these motherfuckers, man.
What an idiot.
This video sponsored.
What a complete idiot. He's following them, and then he fucking rear ends them. Oh my god. Why people hear you have a... Wait, when people hear you have a hobby. Sponsored by HelloFresh. Can we skip HelloFresh? Oh, is this not it? Is HelloFresh in the middle? I can't even tell where the HelloFresh sponsorship is. All right, well, let's just
By
go.
HelloFresh. More about them at the end of the sketch.
Okay.
Hi there, hello.
Hi there, hello.
So listen, I started this new hobby where I draw little birds.
I like that a lot. I like the look of that.
Yeah, little chubby birds, but they're happy, and that's all that really matters.
Nice, nice, nice. So what's the plan?
What do you mean?
How do we turn this into a business, make some money off of it?
Oh, no, it's just, I'm just enjoying myself with this.
Right, yeah, of course. So that's how it starts, and then you build that into a side hustle.
A side hustle? I'm just drawing happy little chubby birds.
Well, for now you are, and that's the flagship drawing for sure, but by Q2, I think maybe you could do some happy chubby little lizards. Those would look good on the merch.
What merch?
Now, how fast can you vectorize that bird? We're gonna have to resize it, and who knows how big these prints are gonna get.
I don't even know what vectorize means.
Oh, you're gonna have to learn Illustrator. That's where you're gonna be drawing from now on.
No.
Paper. That's not where the money is.
What money?
What money indeed? I'm sorry to say, but we're currently in the red, my man. How could we be in the red? I just had fun drawing a little bird. Yeah, and with no sales, we're talking paper, Sharpie, clipboard, Adobe Creative Suite, that corporate boat I just bought. We are all overhead right now. Oh my God, you're making this not fun. It's not fun. It can't be fun. We gotta kick this side hustle up into high gear if we want it to be the main event. I don't know that I want that. No, you do want that. That's the dream. That's everybody's dream. Okay, take a look at this schedule I drafted up. Okay, well, I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. While they're asleep, you're at work. That's the grind, baby. Who's they? Now, if you're doodling, say, 100 birds per day, that should give us a pretty good offering, save a couple of special ones for NFTs. 100 doodles a day? That's gonna take up all my time. You're damn right it will. What else would you be doing anyway? Well, I mean, with my current job, I have a lot of free time to spend with my kid. We like to go paddle boarding together. It's really nice. Well, that's a waste of time. Okay, while you were talking, I got you set up on Etsy. The strategy being we make you into a top seller on there. We break in.
So the sketch was good for a minute. Now it's going on way too long. But I understand what they're saying. Like, there used to be people who did things for passion. I mean, this is old YouTube versus new YouTube right now, honestly, in my mind. In old YouTube, people did things for fun and passion. I like drawing. I like video games. I like, telling stories. I like discussing the news. I'm good at playing an instrument. I can dance. I can sing. And they would just want to share that passion with the internet. There was no plan. There wasn't, I'm going to make videos of this that are going to get monetized, and then we're going to sell merch, and we're going to partner here, and we're going to get sponsorships and shill and things like that. None of that. It was just, I just have passion for something. Let's go ahead and share that with the world. That's what YouTube was supposed to be. Your ability to share your passion on your own television station, your tube. Get it? And then somewhere along the last 15 years, it became, so how do I just make money on YouTube? What's the thing that people are doing right now to make money on YouTube? And how do I turn that into what I'm doing and monetize it? Oh, right now it's politics. Everyone's got to talk politics, and you have to be ultra left-wing or ultra right-wing and totally talk shit about the other side. That's what's popular, right? Super popular right now, especially now with election year coming up. Oh my God, it'll be ultra popular. It's all anyone's going to see anywhere, right? Or, drama videos. Talk about shit talking to someone. Go through someone else's dirty laundry. Make videos about it. Oh my God, this person's so bad. Expose them for this. Expose them for that. Hate on them for this. Hate on them for that. Right? Or, if you're going gaming, you got to ride the trends. You got to ride the bandwagon. You got to play the popular game. You got to do this. So that way you can get the sponsorship. You can shill this, shill that. And it's like, at some point you sit down and you're like, what are you making content for? Are you doing it just because you actually are good at it? Are you doing it because you like it? Are you doing it because you have passion? Or are you doing it to make a paycheck, right? I do this because I love it. I would not be here in this chair chilling with all of you every day, playing games, doing React content, doing all this stuff, if I didn't love what I was doing, having a great time, and also being told that there has meaning behind what I do. If any of that went away, I wouldn't do it anymore. I don't care about the money I make doing it, okay? But there's so many people that this is it. Oh, well, you diddle doodle, let's monetize, do this, do that, do that. What? That's not what it's supposed to be about. I've tried to resist all these years. I've tried to resist the push to do that, to become Mr. Monetization like so many content creators have. And again, I think that's what this is. It's hilarious because that's what this is supposed to be a parody of, but he's got a paid promotion in his video about it. So he is hypocritical by having this like this. It totally is a completely hypocritical video. Congrats, Ryan George. Okay. Oh, this looks great already. I'm glad I'm watching it.
Goodness, how incredibly much I've missed you, my precious, darling know-it-alls, my clever boys and girls.
We watched a video for this person before, didn't we?
I see from the tears in your eyes that you haven't forgotten about your bestest buddy, good old Freeman, and that you're ready to keep on solving riddles and searching for messages. But we don't have much time, so let's concentrate on what's important. The world has finally gone completely bonkers. And so, today, I'm pleased to say my traveling circus is now presenting a completely new show. How guys came up with our money!
There were grandpas and there were turnips, but there was no dough. People would just exchange what they had for what they needed, like a turnip for a wagon and the wagon for a jug of wine. A simple and easy to understand system. And if there wasn't enough of something like nails or arrowheads due to the fact that almost no one knew how to work with metal, then obviously those things were worth more. Later, people started exchanging rare metals, and if someone got rich, they would carry around half a ton of gold with them like an idiot. It was inconvenient, and you could get robbed. So people decided to turn in their heavy objects for safekeeping. And that's how banks came about. They chopped up everything they got into equal chunks and introduced the gold standard. And the notes from the banks that promised the bearer metal in exchange eventually turned into paper money.
Oh, this is interesting. So Big Mac just did a super chat. He says, thank you for meaningful content and staying true. And his people are able to thumbs up the super chat? Since when? Since when can you do that? I know that I can favorite the super chat, but apparently now you guys can thumb up super chats? When did they turn that on? Today? Because I don't think that was there yesterday. There's a new YouTube feature. You can now like super chats. Well, thank you, Big Mac, for the super chat and the very nice message. I appreciate that. Okay.
It was all simple and clear. There was no way for a bourgeois to line his pockets. But quite recently, with the help of some clever words and some wise-ass verbal gymnastics, all of the dough makers managed to abolish the gold standard. Which means they screwed everybody. Come, celebrate, little man. In the past, you would exchange your money for actual gold.
Not anymore.
But now you'll be exchanging it for consumer purchasing power. Which means that now currency is nothing more than ink and paper. With an order from above to regard this typographic composition as happiness and the highest good. And those who oppose this order are wheeler dealers, instigators, terrorists, and sodomites! But I'm here to open up your eyes, my dear friends. Think now. There will not be one single atom of jest in my call to action. Now, the government provides and cares for all of our streets, which is good. But that doesn't mean that you're not personally allowed to plant a tree or paint a fence. It's said that good deeds shall multiply. Also, the government prints all the lovely money, and that's good as well, because currency is the lifeblood of the economy. And the faster it flows, the more lively the economy will become. And oh yes, the good deeds, they shall multiply, whether it's electronic money, gift certificates, or bubblegum.
So I'm trying to see, what is he getting at? Like, he's obviously anti-money, because originally he says money had value because it was tied to the gold standard, meaning you could trade in your money for gold, and that was the value behind it. But now money has no actual real value. When you really think about it, you can't get anything for it. It's just purchasing power based on weird esoteric judgments of how much a currency is worth, right? So what is he getting at here? He says, what's his call to action? I don't know. What is his call to action? That's what I want to hear.
Trading cards. Attention! Everyone has the right to issue their own money.
Uh-huh.
And that, my friends, is the biggest of bourgeois secrets.
Some secret. Suppose John the Smith paints 100 extraordinary pictures. He sells them all to his neighbor for $50 and suddenly dies soon after, most probably from drinking. The neighbor takes them to the city and doubles his dough by selling the pictures to some art profiteer he knows. The dealer hangs them in his trendy gallery and starts selling each one for crazy money. People ask, hey dude, why are they so expensive? He answers, John's dead, there won't be any more pictures, they're in short supply. The same crap's going on with Bitcoin. In this case, math doesn't allow an endless number to be produced. You can't just go and issue 100,000 million of them when you feel like it. Because John died, and they cost exactly as much as people are willing to pay for them. Just like some antique china or a used pair of Stalin's underwear. So anything that there's not much of and is difficult or even impossible to duplicate can work as dough. And that means that almost everything around us is made out of money. It's completely nuts.
There's also the good money of Mr. Silvio Gazelle. It works quite effectively, if you are wondering. Until people start getting shot for it.
So basically, what they're saying is anything of scarcity is considered currency. That's correct. I mean, why does a collectible have value? Because it's probably a limited quantity thing that you can't just unlimited have. This is also why NFTs failed, because NFTs failed to show true value in scarcity. Who cares about a digital product that can be copied a million times? As long as you have the copy, it's just as good, right? But I understand what he's saying, but he didn't have a call to action. I don't understand what his call to action was. all he did was he proved a point that currency really is actually more based on scarcity than it is on anything else. I get it, but I don't. What were you telling me to? I don't get it. He said there was a call to action, but there was none. So I'm a little confused about that. Anyway, unless he wants me to print your own currency, which he said you can print your own currency. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching DSP versus the Internet, episode 51. I hope that you enjoyed. Good variety of stuff here today. Some really weird, odd stuff, admittedly. At the same time, some interesting stuff. And I like that mix. Keep in mind, if you like this channel and you like this show, the best way to support this channel is to become a member, whether it is at the submissions level, or the super level, or the ultra level. All three of those levels, you're allowed to submit clips. Of course, the ultra level is the one where you're guaranteed that I will watch your clip on the show. But good show this week. Next week, we do it all again. Same time, same place. Hopefully more of a good variety of stuff. This week was decent. And I want us to thank everyone who is an ongoing supporter of this channel, or anyone who attended this stream, or anyone who watches these videos on demand, and anyone who contributes in any way. Thank you so very much. I'll see you next time for DSP versus the Internet. Peace out.